Hello everyone, welcome back to Age Fashion Up. During the last class, I taught you guys on how to cut a simple office blouse with V-neck. So if you haven't watched that, kindly check our YouTube channel. Feel free to drop your questions on the comment section. Then and again, for those that are around Sango and Lagos, here is an opportunity for you to attend our free fashion training that is going on Age Fashion Up. So this opportunity will not be possible without our partner, that is Women Read Free Fund. Thanks for supporting us. Then I would like to remind you that for anyone that participates in the online training or the physical training, there's going to issue a certificate for me on today's class, where I'm going to teach you guys on how to cut a blazer. If you have not subscribed to our channel, kindly subscribe, and you are yet to like, kindly like and subscribe. For the cutting of the blazer, I'm making use of 2 brown paper for the cutting. So if you are making use of fabric, try to get at least 2 yards of fabric for the cutting of the blazer. Here is my measurement tape I'm going to use, the scissors, the chalk, and the ruler I'm going to use. So for my cutting, I'm making use of this measurement for the cutting of the blazer. So I'm going to start with the inputs of my measurement. So what I'm going to do first, you can see I'm making use of 2 paper. So firstly, I'm going to fold like this due to the length of my blazer. So I'll fold one of my paper like this. So then I'll fold the other one also like this. 2 yards of cloth. So just have to, there's no need for you to divide, just fold into 4. Then you have to place it on one another. But when you fold into 4, you have to leave a space in form of zip allowance. That is the one we start for the front. Then the one that we close will start from the back. So in this case, I've folded into 2, but I'm going to interchange them. So one face will face the other side, then the other face will also face the other side. Then after that, I'm going to start with my measurement here. So if you check my measurement that I've showed you earlier, so now then I'll leave a space of 1.5 inches or 2 inches, depends on how wide the material you are using. So you can see this for the 2 inches here. Then I'm going to use my tape rule to check if I actually got the 2 inches I'm looking for. You see, these are 2 inches here. So from that, I'll start with my measurement. So the measurement of my back, I'm making use of 14, that is back divided by 2, that is 7. Then for my armpit, I'm making use of 8 inches. Then for my bust, that is bust divided by 4 plus 2, I'm making use of 10 inches. I'll come here and make the sign of 2 inches, so I will not make a mistake. So this for the 10. After then, for the length of my blazer, I want to make use of 25 inches plus sewing allowance. So I'm making use of 22 inches for the length. Then for me to be able to get my waistline, that means my half length have to be there. So I'm making use of 14 for my half length. So for my waist here, so I have to come also to take the 2 inches. That will not confuse. I'm making use of 9 inches. That is 28 divided by 4 plus 2. That is 9 inches. So I'll connect those lines together and curve my hand on my armpit line. Then for already said, on my length line here, that's where my hips is going to be. So I'm making your hips 34, that is 10.5 also, after dividing it. So you can see the way I connect all together. You can see the way it looks like. So I'm going to cut out the length first. So that's for the length there. And I will come to the up cut. So I'm done with the cutting of my blazer. Then I'm going to interchange it from the front. So this is for my back, while this is for my front. You can see my back is in two folded, not separately, so it's only the front that will be in separate. So now I will go for my neck. So for my neck wideness, I want to make use of 3 inches. So I didn't want it to be too wide so that it will be fitted. Then for the deepness, I'm making use of 1 inches. So I'm going to connect since I'm making use of round. So that's for that. Then for the deepness of the hair, for my front deepness, I want to make use of 3 inches. You know, the front neck will have to come down more than the back neck, so that's why I cannot use 1 inch for both my front and my back. So I'm going to recut again for the deepness of my front neck. If you can remember, I said for the fold for my front hair, I had extra 2 inches. So this is for the 2 inches, so that it will be able to overlap one another very well without affecting the measurements of my body. So that's why I decided to add 2 inches to the front of my dress. So now after the whole cutting of my blazer, so I'm done with the cutting of the front neck and the front and the back neck. So the next thing for me to do, if you check the side, I'm cutting very well. It's half a style at the front of the blazer along with the neck. But before I can be able to do that, I have to join the shoulder of my front and my back together first for me to be able to achieve that. I'm done sewing. So after the sewing, this is how it's going to look like on the outside. You can see it has already laid with my extra 2 inches at this side. So on my extra 2 inches here, I'm going to fold in. I'm going to fold this side. So this is how the blazer is going to look like after the folding. So I'm going to unfold. So I actually fold to get the straight line. So from this folding now, this is how it looks like. I'm going to remove 1 inches from it. So the reason I did it like this is for the beginners, so that they will be able to calculate their measurements very well, so that it will not give them problem during the putting of the measurements. So you can see I've reduced the front, and I'll go back to the side. Then after the joining of my shoulder, for me to be able to put the collar to the neck and the style at the center of the front, I'm going to measure for the roundness of the neck. So I'll start like this. See, that is 40. Then I'm going to bring out another paper. If you are making use of fabric, you are going to bring out another fabric. So you are going to measure your 14 in a double fold like this. So your folding can be 4. You can make use of 3 inches. So you can see this one is 5. So I'm going to reduce so that it can be 2 in 2 places. That will be 4. So you can see. So I'm making use of 4 inches. Then I'll now check for the length. Is it up to 14? So it's even more than 40, but I'm going to cut for 16 for me to be able to add my extra sewing and turning allowance. So I'm going to cut it out. This is how it's going to look like. So you now come back to your clothes. So if we check this side, you can see that the cutting of the blazer stopped somewhere at this side. You just have to come to your fabric like this. You can see. Just spread it like this. So all this I'm doing is mainly for the beginners so that they will be able to know how to achieve this time. So you have to spread like this. After the spreading, this has to be at the same side. Then you have to have a V line, like a slant line from this is where your neck starts. So here to this side. You see. So it has to go down like that. So after that, you now cut it out. You can see now we are now cutting some parts of the inches that. So this is how the front neck is going to look like after the cutting. So what is going to happen that your 14 inches that you cut, then just come make a center sign, make a center sign like this, then come to the center of the back and start to place your collar. So it will stop somewhere here, somewhere that you start your cuff, and it will stop somewhere here. Then again come to this side, so it will also stop here, so that it's not like one side will be longer than the other side. From the aspect that is stopped, so you are going to measure the length that remains at the front. So we have 21 inches. So you are going to cut another straight paper that is 21 inches. So you are going to add sewing allowance to that 21 inches. So this is my 21 here. Then I'm going to add like 11 inches to it here. So I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut this pieces. So I have to fold the paper. It has to be equal. Then I have to, for the wideness, I'm still making use of 4 inches wideness. You know, after I fold, it will go back to 2 inches. So this is for the folding of one place down here like this. So I have to cut for the other side. So if you are making use of fabric and you want to achieve that side, you have to cut something like this too. You see, one will be for this side, then the other will be for this side. So for the attachment of it, so I'm going to go to my measurement and to my sewing machine, and so that I can attach and show you to how it's going to come out. to this side and to the inside. For the single sleeve. Then for the edge here, on this side, I'm going to come down by 3 inches for my sleeve. So from the 3 inches, I will try to connect with my hand. Then remember, I'm making use of 10 inches with sewing allowance, that is 12. For my round sleeve, I'm making use of 6 inches. So I'll now connect from the center here down to my hand. So I'll curve my hand from this angle. So I'll make a center sign. And I'll come also to here. I'll measure for the seam allowance. So I'm using 1.5 from my 2. So I'll make a sign for the folding. So that's all for today's class. Give an illustration on how to cut a simple blazer with a short sleeve hand. So after the attachment, so this is how it's going to look like. Come to the end of today's class, where I'm able to illustrate to you guys on how to cut a blazer with short sleeve hand. So if you have any questions concerning the class, you can drop your questions on the comment section. So if you are not subscribed to the channel, you can subscribe and kindly like online program that is going on Age Fashion Hub. So for people that want to join, you can click on the link below. Then to our partners, Women Wearing Free Front, thanks for supporting us. So see you next time, next class. Bye bye.